Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn, all aspects and all the cross watcher from now until the next set of readings. Remember, this is general. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel like this is not your reading, check other placements, other videos, or come back next time, see if I've picked up on what is happening for you. You can also check my social media out, my TikTok and also Instagram. Information is in the description box below. I do post daily on there. And or you can book a personalised reading. Information is also in the description box. Happy 2022 and happy birthday, Capricorn. If it is Sun in Capricorn that is watching this, hope you have a wonderful birthday or have had a wonderful birthday. Let's have a look. Capricorn, please, Spirit. Okay. I keep hearing a job opportunity, but maybe someone's worried about money here. No, looks like love. Let's see. Someone's waiting on someone to make a decision. Maybe this person's gone off and you don't know where you stand. You may have to wait for reconciliation. This person's confused. They don't know what to choose. They don't know whether to jump out of a situation because there's something that is going to be, again, could be work link that they're not entirely sure they can disconnect from, but it's whatever it is, it's affecting your connection. Third party situation. They haven't totally moved on from it. It's like they haven't they don't know whether to totally move on from something. They're also worried about possible miscommunications here and feeling upset from that. They're not seeing the bigger picture. They're in their head, they're in their fear, and they want to break out of it, and they think the answer is this, but it's an excuse. This is inner child issues. There may also be children involved here. Right, let's see. Capricorn, please. You need to think more creatively around the communication, because whatever the way you're communicating this stuff is, it's making things worse. You've got to watch Mercury in retrograde. This is not gonna, just be careful around that. The masculine energy is being healed here, but this person has to learn something first. Be generous around this. Be generous, because again, if they're wounded and they're not able to communicate, you're gonna have to step up. This person can't see clearly. They're listening to too many different things. They can't see what is in front of them, which is where, if you're then jumping in and doubling down with this conflicting communication, it's not going to help. The power of sound, the power of the voice. Be fluid. Speak to them so that it's giving them insight rather than damaging. It's like you have to own the power of your voice in this way, because this person is also stubborn as well. So if you're doubling down on trying to get them to listen, you have to find another way to ask them to listen to you, because they don't want to see something clearly, and that's what the block is at the moment. They do and they don't. They're confused and they want to see clearly, but at the same time they don't want to see clearly because it means they have to do something about it. There's a balance here. There's a karmic balance before long-term goals can be put into process or to be put into play. There is also a single-minded focus where this person's set in their ways, okay? There's a single-minded focus this person has, and there's something about unfinished business that has to come into balance first. There can't be this unfinished business as you guys are moving forward, and there is a new shift coming in, and that's going to bring hope, but this has to close out first, which means you have to watch your communication during this. Could be family members that are also getting involved as well. Just be aware of that. You're going to have to see and be the bigger person until you can. This person's not seeing clearly. They're listening from their ego. Be the bigger person. This is about you learning to evolve And it's actually, to be the better person is to help your evolution too. And by helping your evolution, it will shift you out of this energy. Especially because they're not going to expect it as well, is what I want to say. Because they're probably used to people not having the time for them. Be self-disciplined at this time. It's going to give you the most rewards. If you can do that, you're going to have movement with this. If you do the same tried and tested way, no. Okay, so there's some kind of hardship or misfortune. Maybe there was an affair. Maybe this person's had an affair and you're upset, obviously grief-stricken by the whole thing. And again, maybe you felt like they chose you. Maybe you know, were in a relationship with them. Maybe you were married to them. Again, now obviously, okay, you have to look at the whole context, right? Let's ask, how did this start? What did this start with? Why did this happen? Why did this hardship happen? Someone could have been focusing too much on other things. There could have been someone taking no responsibility or too much responsibility. What created this shift? What created this choice? They're saying get more information, examine the fine print, look at the important information. What created this accident? What created the accident? Could have been self-sabotage. What created the accident? Yeah, don't assume. Hidden information. What is hidden? They could have sabotaged it because they knew that you were expecting a commitment and or you were planning something. But let's see. What is... Find more information. Could be to do with the soul contract, that they went forward with that. And what was the reason from... What was the equal other side of the soul contract here? What was the other side? Yeah, they had to make a decision based on this soul contract. And so they made the mistake, right? But I feel like they're doing it to create a healing, but it's sparking a healing with you and them. There was no communication. So it's like there was a disconnect between you two. This person went to somebody else and that's what created this problem. But there's a soul contract here that needs to be acknowledged. Again, this person is in an old pattern. Old habits. They're stuck in the past as well. And within the next few days, there's going to be a fork in the road here with this. There's going to be a change or a shift in this energy. It could be that they had to close out this soul contract because it just wasn't, you know, and so they can't have moved it. You could have been pushing something forward before they were able to because of the soul contract, you know. So that's why this has happened. It's like it wasn't ready, and so Spirit had to push it through in this way to close out the soul contract, so that then they're ready for what's next for them, and then that's satisfied that soul contract so that they can be free to move on, right? But there was a block. That was why this happened. There was a block. That's why Spirit had to kind of engineer it in this way. There was unfinished business. Right, anything else for Capricorn? What else for Capricorn? Right. Right, so if you're feeling powerless or vulnerable, or you know you're not feeling great, that again is also meant to shift you out of that and to make you feel, once things are balanced with them, You're meant to bring your balance in as well to then move things forward. But for some of you, this will end in a no because it's not meant to go forward. And for some of you, there's some subconscious blocks as well from both sides. What are the blocks here? What are the other blocks from both sides? The lack of understanding of unconditional love of the self and also the other. Nourishment, self-love. Maybe there's not an acknowledgement of self-love, and so it's hard to move that forward without that energy. Yeah, this person also could have sought that outside of themselves because they don't know how to give it to themselves. And this block and this, you know, this kind of wall that they've got up is going to be removed from this understanding too. This is all going to get removed. They're saying it can't sustain. What else for Capricorn, please? What else for Capricorn? New life. This person's going to be disconnecting from their old life, possibly even old group of friends, old, you know, surroundings, maybe this is a continuous group of friends that pull this energy back in. That's going to be disconnected from, but they have to do it in their own time. There's a soul contract, there's a lesson, and this is fated. So there's going to be a balance, there's an equal exchange here, but it's got to happen at the right time, right? For those that this is resonating with. And this person will end up coming forward, but again, they have to understand the self first. They have to understand the love of self first, you know? Right, what else for Capricorn? Okay, unhealthy attachment. So before, if you're answering like, well, how do I know if this is for me or not? If you are addicted or connected to this and there's an unhealthy attachment where you're reliant on it, this is, you know, not healthy. This could well be a karmic relationship if that is the way you're dealing with it. Because it's showing mirrored souls in the reverse. What is this? How unhealthy attachment here? For those that resonate with that energy, we've got the narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So for some of you, this could be a love bombing situation. So just be aware that that's not a love bombing situation. That is because we've got engagement ring in the reverse, where they might, you know, it might not be the connection you think it is. Right, let's have a look. What else? Okay, you're going to have to decide, because for some of you this is not going to be the situation you think it is, and for some of you it is. How are they going to discern for the ones that actually have a soul contract and are meant to be with these people? How can they discern? Right, if there's a narcissistic dynamic, you could be an empath, and that's the parallel opposing energy, and so you're meant to be developing your empathic ability and disconnecting and not attached to it while you're doing that, right? What happens if they're meant to be walking away from this? What is the sign? Okay, you're going to know if you're already, if it goes over and over and over and over, this is a sign it's a karmic relationship. And to separate, what is the other sign that it would be a karmic relationship? Again, if they keep sabotaging it, the likeliness is it is karmic. But let's see if we can redefine it, especially if they've been, you know, repeatedly cheating. No. For the majority of you, this is a sign to say this is not for you, and there's a new person coming in, basically. For the one or two of you that are watching that this is your person, they're going to confess as well. For this, if this is for you, they will confess their feelings, and this will resolve. All right, I hope this helps. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. It means a lot. Take care.